Just a few weeks ago, us Liverpool fans were getting excited about the possibility of 3 trophies. Carabao Cup, Premier League, and the Champions League were in sight. Now, weeks later, I've watched my team get crushed by PSG's incredible youngsters in the Champions League to just yesterday being kicked out of the Carabao Cup by a relentless Newcastle United squad. The 15-point gap in the Premier League seemed large at first, but just like 2018, where a 9-point gap was lost against Manchester City to lose the title, some fans are worried already. On top of all this, officially, Van Dijk, Salah, and Trent Alexander-Arnold are all running out their contracts, whilst many players like Darwin Núñez and more seem to be put on the transfer list by Liverpool's hierarchy due to the inefficient performances. Is Liverpool falling apart already? Will FSG put the money on the table to fix this Liverpool squad? Before we even get into this video, my editor and friend is actually a Newcastle fan, so he's gonna be enjoying editing this one, knowing that his team beat mine. So let's make it even more painful by seeing that Alexander Isak is stood next to the Carabao Cup. That celebration of his, that was disgusting. With Arsenal just winning their last game, right now Liverpool are on 70 points, with Arsenal on 58, shrinking that lead down to 12 points already. The squad is ready to take on the rest of the season, which obviously looks great. And as mentioned in the intro, we have 3 months of a contract left on Trent, Van Dijk, and Salah. They will be helping us this season, but after this season is done, all 3 of these guys are gone. He probably goes to Real Madrid. Van Dijk was seen talking to the PSG owners, so maybe he goes over to PSG. Mo Salah, I can imagine he will definitely want to join a club that is going to be up for titles before he even considers Saudi money. So at this stage, I want to know from you guys in the comments down below, what do you think about FSG and Liverpool letting go 3 incredible starters who you can barely even replace in today's market in the same transfer window? First, let's go to the end of May and find out how Liverpool will deal with the rest of the season. At least for this season, the team managed to hold on to the Premier League title, a 20-point gap by the end of it with only 2 losses on the record. Whilst the Carabao Cup, of course, was won by Newcastle United. The FA Cup has been picked up by Manchester City, who will only get stronger going into the next season. And the Champions League finale will be held between Bayern Munich and Inter Milan. At least I'm hoping Bayern win that one. So now with just 1 month left on their deals and a squad that is painfully aware that all of those guys might be going and they will be lacking a lot of world-class quality, the question is, who else is actually going to be leaving this Liverpool squad in this summer transfer window, as they seem to be keen on selling a bunch? That man right there is the only good thing possibly going into the next season. 24-year-old Mamardashvili is joining Liverpool from Valencia after his loan year expires. But that's pretty much it, because Kelleher, his contract is running out. Only 11 months left on it right there. A bunch of youngsters here who also only have 1 year left on their contracts, basically, including Tyler Morton, Ben Doak and stuff. And then you have Andrew Robertson, whose contract will be running out as well. Konate, most importantly, in my opinion, who might just be leaving on a free as well if we don't fix this. So let me just go in and fix this straight away. Konate, you cannot go anywhere, especially when Van Dijk is leaving. To start things off this season, we are given a budget of 95 million. So now here, the fun or the madness begins. Darwin Núñez onto the transfer list. I'm basically just going to be following the rumors that are out there right now. So I'm not saying this is guaranteed going to be happening, but a lot of people expect Darwin Núñez to be on the transfer list, and apparently AC Milan was interested in him. Diogo Jota, many people say should be on the transfer list. Me personally, I don't agree, but I guess I'm just going to put him out there. And then once we do that, we don't have anyone left for the striking position. What, is Jadon Dance all of a sudden going to be a Premier League striker? No. For the right-wing position, Salah is gone and we are left with Gordon, Ben Doak, Chiesa, and Kumas. Right now, most people would probably like to see Ben Doak in that position, but even though he's doing really well out on loan, I don't think he's going to be a starter. No chance. Going into that cam position, Szoboszlai will hold it down. Curtis Jones, I don't see leaving, whilst many are saying that Harvey Elliott is going to be sold as well. I've seen a bunch of journalists put him onto the transfer list, which I can't believe. This guy has the Liverpool tattoo on him, has come out with many interviews saying that he wants to stay at the club forever. So whatever the journalists say, I'm not putting Harvey Elliott onto the transfer list. It's just not happening. Going into the midfield, it is clear to me that McAllister has to be the leader in there, with Gravenberch right next to him. But apart from that, we're looking at corners. We're looking at Nioni, whose contract is actually running out as well. And we don't see many players in there that can really help out that midfield. As we go down into the CDM position, we do have Endo, who everyone seems to have on the transfer list, which is maddening to me. Every time he comes on for 10 minutes, he does wonders for the team. But then we have Tyler Morton, who again could be sold. Contract is running out. Bajcetic, who's going to be coming back from loan. Initially was loaned out to Salzburg in Austria. Now he's out on loan at Las Palmas, if I'm not mistaken. And I've seen some performances that are good, but I don't know if he's going to be good enough to really take over that third position in midfield, being the backup to Gravenberch and McAllister. Going into right back, it's clear Conor Bradley is going to be that guy, but surely Liverpool will have to bring in another one to at least compete with him, or have Conor Bradley be the backup to. So Stevenson, I don't think that's going to work out. At centre back, it's clear Nat Phillips is probably going onto the transfer list. Apparently Joe Gomez is going on there as well, because he probably is tired of sitting on the bench. Konate is the only one that we can really lock down, with Kwanzaa being the backup centre-back. I don't think he should be sold at all. We have to keep a hold of this kid. He has, I believe, just been called up to the national team as well. Thomas Tuchel is doing a madness right now. And at left back, as much as I love Robertson for his character and for what he has done for the team in the past, most people seem to somehow think that Tsimikas and Andrew Robertson should be put onto the transfer list, and for Liverpool to go out and sign a full new left-back set of players. For me, I have to say, I might agree on Tsimikas, okay? You're going to put him onto the transfer list and let him go. But Robertson probably has to stick around for at least one more season after the one that we're currently in, to work in whoever is going to be the new backup left-back who could possibly take over later. But Tsimikas, I think I can see being sold. And then for goalkeeping, it's clear Kelleher deserves starting 11 playtime, so I fully assume that some Premier League club is possibly going to be picking him up. The mass exodus has begun. Nunez goes to West Ham. Joe Gomez leaves to Tottenham. Jota has now left to join Brentford as their new number 10. On top of those deals, you can also see Kelleher leaving for 16.8 million to Bournemouth. Joe Gomez, obviously, you've seen, but Wataru Endo has left for 13.6 to join Athletic Bilbao, which is interesting enough. Tsimikas has left to Tottenham for 11.6. Nat Phillips and many others are leaving as well, leaving us with a budget of 233 million to fix all the problems. And honestly, when I look at this starting 11 right now, yes, you could put Diaz or Chiesa onto the right wing and see how it goes. Gakpo has to come off the left now, surely. And up top, who knows who's going to play. So for me, it's definitely the striking position that we have to fix first. And then it would have to be the other centre-back position to have somewhat of a cohesive team. According to David Ornstein, a very reliable journalist, it is confirmed that Liverpool are interested in Alexander Isak, but the Reds will only go for him if there is a genuine chance. So, knowing that he has just beaten us in a Carabao Cup finale, I even wonder if he would like to move across anyways. But then again, Liverpool is a big club. I'm not saying that Newcastle United is not a big club, but Alexander Isak is now coming across to the Merseyside team. This was needed. After letting go of Jota and Nunez, someone as a clear number one has to step in. So Alexander Isak, for me, is also the most natural option for Liverpool to go after. And with the number 9 now on his back, I do fully expect him to do really well in this kit. So let's dive in and see. I paid 120 million for this transfer to go through, and it is needed. Liverpool will probably have to pay over 100 million for whoever they buy, but Isak for me would genuinely be the number one priority in this summer. I'd be happily going Konate, Kwanzaa at the back with Bradley at right back and Robertson at left back, if for that I can get Alexander Isak in return. Okay, if I don't have enough money to spend on the defense, I just want Isak to be the man up top, and we can just try and outscore our opponents the good old-fashioned Jurgen Klopp way. But he comes in at the age of 25, 87 pace, 86 shooting, 87 dribbling. He has 4-star on him with 4 play styles. Finesse shot, rapid, flair, first touch. That is seemingly the #1 on Liverpool's transfer list as we speak, so we had to bring him in. After that deal, we still have about 104 million left in the budget. Liverpool are monitoring 3 centre-backs to replace Van Dijk. Guehi, Nico Schlotterbeck, and Konstantinos Kouliarakis. My personal preference would clearly be Nico Schlotterbeck. The left-sided centre-back from Borussia Dortmund could take over the left centre-back position from Van Dijk. Why? Because in my opinion, this guy is clearly one of the best ball-playing centre-backs out there. Konate has been one of the best stoppers, whilst Schlotterbeck can be the one to be the ball-playing defender in Liverpool's defense, just like Van Dijk used to be. This guy has 7 assists in the past year. I mean, that's amazing for a centre-back. So for me, I'm just looking at that and thinking, okay, he moves forward a lot, and I've seen Dortmund play multiple times. Yes, he is prone to errors here and there. It does happen, but which centre-back doesn't make errors? Even freaking Van Dijk does. So we're going to bring in Schlotterbeck into this squad to take over that left centre-back position. 25 years old and easily could give Liverpool the chance of switching to a back 3 at some point as well. If we don't want to play a back 4, I think Schlotterbeck as a left centre-back in the back 3 would be amazing as well. Just like Bastoni, for example. But Schlotterbeck, you are the one to come in. 80 million I've spent on this one. He comes in with slide tackle, long ball pass, jockey, block, anticipate, long throw, and on top of it, aerial as well. Probably the centre-back with the most play styles. I'm not too sure, but he might just be 6'3", left-footed. That deal is sorted. But that now officially leaves us with just about 18 million left in the budget. And that means no proper replacement for Mo Salah unless FSG is going out and spending over 300 million, which, let's be honest, it's not going to happen. So Diaz and Gakpo are going to be on the wings for us. And going into defense, yes, we haven't brought in a new backup to Robertson. For 17 million, I don't think I can make it happen. So I'm going to see if I can sell on 1 or 2 more players in order to bring in more cash to make this happen. Oh, please forget about signing any more players. It's not happening. I just realized that I have to still go ahead and sign all these coaches. So good luck to me this season. Well, I don't need any luck. Take a look at the trophies on the bus. Yes, we are champions. FA Cup and the Champions League trophy on the bus, and I have a lot of explaining to do. So first of all, Champions League football. We somehow sneaked our way past Barcelona with a 3-2 victory on penalties. Then we matched up against Real Madrid to beat them 5-4 on aggregate, showcasing a huge amount of strength. Beating Barca and Real back-to-back is insane. And then to face AC Milan, another glorious club when it comes to Champions League football, 3-1 victory. To face Dortmund in the finale, who luckily have held back Manchester City from facing us there. And in the finale, we beat Dortmund 2-1 with goals from Luis Diaz and Cody Gakpo. And talking about those guys, Diaz has put up 42 goal contributions this season. Gakpo has put up 44. Now, this is wishful thinking. In my opinion, in real life, these guys will probably not put up numbers like this. It's just not going to happen. But then again, Isak, in his first season for the team, has grown to a 90 rating, come up with 38 goal contributions. I probably expected a little bit more goals from him, to be honest with you. But I guess it's just his first season. And going into our team itself, Schlotterbeck facing his old Borussia Dortmund pals in the finale, alongside Isak, who actually also used to play for Dortmund, if I'm not mistaken. So we have these players beating their old squad in order to pick up a Champions League trophy for us. And defensively, thanks to Bradley going up to an 80 from a 77, he actually looks somewhat decent. But at this stage, Robertson is 32. In real life, his contract is running out at that stage. Konate's contract would be running out as well, but there's no way Liverpool can let him go as well. I mean, sorry, that would be so unreasonable. I probably would fly over to Liverpool and protest myself. However, we have to state that we have fallen off big time in the Premier League, going from first down to fourth. 77 points this season, 87 on Spurs. And that just showcases, yes, through knockout stages and everything, Liverpool can still surprise anyone, especially with the magic of Anfield, which I was kind of missing against PSG, to be honest. But right here, we are seeing we still need progress. We still need to do better. So many more things need to be fixed to have a sustainable victory chain of trophies coming up in the future. So going into Season 2, thanks to Champions League money, we have a budget of 131 million and still a lot of things to fix. Yes, we have won a trophy, I know, and also the FA Cup. So let's start by fixing the left-back position for the future of Liverpool. This is probably one of the worst kept secrets at Liverpool, but they are clearly wanting to sign Milos Kerkez according to Fabrizio Romano. Dominic Szoboszlai will probably be the happiest to see this transfer happen, as Milos Kerkez is a teammate of his in the national team of Hungary, and Hungary actually have a lot of Liverpool fans. So let's bring this guy in straight away. AFC Bournemouth have sold him now for 37.5 million because his contract was running out. We were able to get him for a bit cheaper. He comes in at an 84 rating, and this is probably the signing that any Premier League club wants to make when it comes to the left-back position. So Milos Kerkez has a bunch of options open for him going into this next summer. And I do wonder if Liverpool will have that pulling power of getting him in. Hopefully, he's a Liverpool fan himself and he wants to join. Whipped pass, slide tackle, rapid. He is the one to play alongside Nico Schlotterbeck for the future. Sobo, you have a Hungarian friend in the team now. Luis Diaz, thank you for everything that you've done in the past season, but based on real life and the sentiment towards him online, it seems like most people want to see this man gone. So for the right wing position, which is not his natural position anyways, we are now letting him go for 94 million. Yes, Chelsea have paid 94.8 million for Luis Diaz right now, and we're going to make sure to spend it right on that right wing position. In today's market, you cannot find a like-for-like replacement for Salah, but Cherki is probably the next best thing in football as we speak. He has, in just the past 3 months, he has 3 goals and 10 assists for Lyon. I believe he is one of the players with the most assists in European football right now. He's basically in the top 5. And for me, that right wing position, I know I'm a huge fan of Cherki, and you guys know this for a while now, but I think for that right wing position, we cannot go the same approach that we had with Salah. We will not have that goal scorer. We will not have that same type of level achieved again. You will have to pay millions upon millions to make that happen. You basically have to sign Yamal or Rafinha, and it's just not going to happen. So what can you do? You can bring in someone like Cherki, who's a right wing, who loves to also cut inside, who has a 5-star weak foot, can take corners with his left foot or right foot, even free kicks. He's like insane. Dembele levels of being ambidextrous. I think that's the right word. But he comes in now at the rating of 83 into the right wing position. 5'10" tall. Flair plus, chip shot, incisive pass, technical, first touch, trickster. I'm just going to say it. As soon as this guy joins Liverpool, he instantly becomes the fan favorite. I'm telling you right now. So please, Liverpool, I beg, just make that deal happen, because as far as I know, this is what we're looking at. Liverpool are interested in signing Ryan Cherki and are leading the race for the Lyon winger this month. So please, just make it happen. Now let's start focusing on some important squad players. This is El Hilali, now joining us from Espanyol, a Moroccan right back who has been putting up some great performances for them and has been having a lot of eyes on him. So El Hilali, 21 million I paid for this one as his contract is running out, and he comes in as an 80 rated player. Why did I do this? Because Bradley is only an 81, and I want to have some competition for positions in our team. So this is very important. We have to build a squad. We have to have a very big squad depth in order to compete with the likes of Manchester City and so on. So El Hilali comes in, 22 years old, 6 foot tall, 82 pace on him, 77 defending, 80 physicality, with the rapid play style. Probably a right back that a ton of you are using at home. Liverpool are going in for Mika Birith. This is a Danish striker who is currently on fire. Yes, he's currently playing for AS Monaco. In his 11 games that he played, he has 11 goals and 2 assists. And for that reason, I thought, you know what? We have a man from the Nordic countries coming in playing striker for us in Alexander Isak. Let's bring in this next up-and-coming striker here in Beirut as well. From Denmark, 23 years old, 83 pace, 81 shooting, 78 physicality as he is 6'2" tall. I thought this would be the perfect man to back up the likes of Alexander Isak, and I really do hope that I'm right saying that one. So, AS Monaco, right now with Eleni Kena and Beirut, have some really good young strikers, and I do believe many clubs are looking at them thinking, yeah, I want that guy. And that's what I've just done. In this season's Community Shield, we have lost against Spurs. Whilst in a Carabao Cup, we were not even part of the finale, which Aston Villa has won. And the FA Cup belongs to Mikel Arteta and his boys at Arsenal. But Liverpool are back at the top of the Premier League, having won the title after coming 4th last season. Just 3 points ahead of Manchester City, which I am very satisfied with. This is what I want to see. Success over the course of an entire season, rather than just knockout stage football. That cannot be the only thing that Liverpool is good at. And guess what? This time we were good at it as well. We beat Atletico Madrid. We got past Arsenal 5-4. Semi-finals, we beat Barcelona. Real Madrid now will be facing us in this upcoming Champions League finale. Could we win it back-to-back? Let's see if this team is capable of it. I mean, Cherki is up to an 85 at this stage. I think that's just a +2 since he joined. Can't wait to see his stats. Sobo up to an 87, which is good to see. Isak 91, Gakpo 89 rated. Left back Kerkez has gone up to an 86. Defensively, Bradley onto an 84. Very good stuff here. And Alisson obviously still part of the starting 11. Whilst Mamardashvili is probably fuming that he sat on the bench as an 87 rated player. I mean, in the goalkeeping position, Liverpool will have amazing luxury. Let's admit that. And going into the stats this season, Gakpo 43 and 11. He is just the main man right now, with Isak again coming up with very similar numbers to his last season. Cherki, 23 and 7 from that right wing position. Not able to compete with the numbers of Luis Diaz yet. But now let's see if we can go ahead and beat Real Madrid and compete against them. Back-to-back Champions League trophies would truly mean Liverpool is back again on top of football, but I don't know if it's going to work out. Real, can I beat you? Wow. Okay, I cannot. Wow, we got smashed. Mbappe twice. Valverde once in the first half. Gakpo scored in the first minute, but ever since then we got dominated. And Gakpo even picked up a red card. And look, winning the Premier League is one thing, but being able to win it all together in one season, that is a different story. And that is why our boss only has one trophy this time around, and that just showcases, yes, we're doing well, but at the end of the day, it's the same thing that Liverpool might just achieve this season while still having Salah, Van Dijk, and also Trent in the team. So now is the right time to use the 186 million that we have in order to push this team to that next level of winning multiple trophies again. In my opinion, for the left wing position, we need a backup to Cody Gakpo. On the right wing, we have Cherki and Chiesa, so we're fine. For the striking position, we have Isak and Beirut. In the Szoboszlai spot, we have Jones and Elliott who can help out, who can also step into the midfield, but I need center midfielders. That is what I need, so I'm definitely signing center midfielders as well. And then defensively, I would argue we desperately also need another top quality center back to back up Schlotterbeck and Konate alongside Kwanzaa. So why not sign Kouliarakis, who Liverpool are interested in anyways? The Wolfsburg Greek center back is joining us right now for just 35 million. Right there it is. He joins the team and he will be a great backup to have. So right now I think I'm gonna remove do I remove Robertson from the bench? No, I'm gonna take off, I don't actually know who I'm going to take off this bench right now. This is a bit tough. I guess by Cetic, because I don't have a CDM position in this team. Kouliarakis now comes in as an 81 rated centre-back, 23 years old, left-footed, so he can be the perfect backup to Schlotterbeck, whilst Kwanzaa is right-footed and he can be the backup to Konate. So Kouliarakis, 6'1", jockey, slide tackle, aerial on him as well. With that, the centre-back position is sorted. We couldn't sign his brother. He signed with Real, but Job Bellingham is now signing with Liverpool. And this guy's talented, let's be honest. Not the same level as his brother, possibly, but quality centre mid nonetheless. So I thought an English centre midfielder to come into our team, why not? 35 million I paid for him. He comes in with a 79 rating. It's a battle between Curtis Jones and Elliott for the bench spot, but I guess for now I'm going to have to drop Elliott. Having said that, he can come back into the team at any point, but Job comes in at the age of 21 now with extremely well-balanced stats, everything above 72 as you can see, 6'3" tall, and finesse shot, slide tackle, technical, and flair on him. So he's going to be the backup to the likes of Gravenberch and McAllister, while Jones and Elliott back up Szoboszlai, whilst obviously Jones can also easily play centre mid. Who could ever imagine of having Desiree Doué and Ryan Cherki in the same team? Well, it's me, because I think he is quality. After having seen him play for Lille a couple of times in the past, I never really knew how good he was, right? And then coming off the bench for PSG, and specifically this season for PSG, he has shown such incredible talent. So I thought, let's bring him into the squad right now. Seems like he's actually higher rated as a centre attacking mid, but that's not what we want. We now have Desiree Doué coming in, who can easily compete with Cherki for a position, or Cody Gakpo in the future. Chiesa, I'm going to drop down to the bench right here, to the reserves for now. He can also, let's just consider him a bench player as well. But Doué comes in with that 84 rating, 85 pace, 78 shooting, 83 passing, 88 dribbling, 4-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot, 5'11", technical and flair. With that being said, this transfer window has been perfect, and I expect none less than the Premier League trophy and more. Let's see what happened this season. We lost against Arsenal 2-1 in the Community Shield, whilst actually managing to pick up the Carabao Cup against Manchester City in a 3-0 victory, but then only to get knocked out of the FA Cup by Manchester City, who did not win it themselves. It was actually Chelsea in the end. However, in Premier League football, we are at the top again with 85 points, making it 2 trophies. 2 trophies that Liverpool wanted to win this season, Carabao Cup and Prem. And this was the 3rd. We beat Real Madrid. We got past Bayern Munich. We also got past Man City over here in the Champions League too. And now are facing FC Barcelona in the finale. So we have gone full circle. This season, Liverpool was supposed to win these 3 trophies. And now in my possibly final season, that is exactly what we're about to pull off, maybe, depending on my performance. I have lost some Champions League finals lately, so let's see how it goes. But this is the team that we have right now. We have Cody Gakpo, backed up by Desiree Doué. We have Isak, backed up by Biereth. We have Cherki, backed up by the likes of Chiesa. He doesn't pop up there for whatever reason. Szoboszlai is obviously having his backup in Jones and Elliott. And then Gravenberch has Jones and also Job Bellingham and Moulton and Bajcetic. And the same goes for McAllister, obviously. Kerkez still backed up by Robertson, 81 rated now. He's just going to retire at Liverpool. Schlotterbeck up to a 91 now, backed up by Kouliarakis and Kwanzaa. Konate on an 89. Bradley, 87 rated. El Hilali on an 82. Alisson, 91, with Mamardashvili on the 88. So I think this was a proper good rebuild, but we have taken care not just about the starting 11, but also about the bench. And final season, it's Cody Gakpo, 38 and 13. I can see his numbers going up when Salah leaves. He probably will take on more responsibilities. Isak, 35 and 11. Cherki, 26 and 16. Most assists in the team, as he does in real life. Now, Barcelona, however, are going to come in with a good team. Lewandowski, Olmo, Brandt, Lamine Yamal. Okay, Pedri, Casado, who recently got a potential upgrade, or actual rating upgrade, I believe it was as well. Romero in centre-back alongside Araujo. Koundé and Lewis Skelly on the full-back positions. On the bench, Openda, Bruno Fernandes. We have Ansu Fati still there, Szczesny, and possibly even more. So let's be fully aware, Openda probably plays over Lewandowski. He should be higher rated. So let's find out. Is Liverpool capable of winning a mini treble, as people have titled it? Carabao Cup, Premier League, and Champions League trophy. Multiple trophies in a season. That is the Liverpool I want to see. The Liverpool that also the fans want to see, obviously. But Let me know in the comments down below, guys. How do you feel about Liverpool this season? Arne Slot coming in and winning the Premier League. No one would have ever dreamed of that. But because we were doing so well, I think the expectations have gone up. And that has now kind of led to a lot of fans being upset about how this season has gone in the end. And I am upset about conceding right there. Barcelona take the lead. I have to come back into this. I cannot lose. I think this would be back-to-back Champions League finales. Also, please let me know how you feel about Salah, Trent, Van Dijk. I think Trent is probably the most likely to definitely not extend, especially seeing that we have not won the Champions League. I felt like maybe if we do win it, he sticks around or something like that, but I guess that might not be happening. Oh, Cherki keeps going. Ah, I wanted that assist. Openda into Yamal. Schlotterbeck catches up. First tackle doesn't succeed. Second one does. We just about get away with it. Cody Gakpo. Now sending Isak on a run. He's offside, but we need to do more of that. Ooh, quality football. Mate, what are they on? GG. Yes, we get that away. Oh, this could be a great counter-attack. What a pass from Szoboszlai. It's Ryan Cherki in the Champions League finale. On his left foot. Hits it. Strikes it into the back of the net. Mo Salah isn't here anymore. It's the French Neymar, so to say, scoring that one. With Desiree Doué and the lads on the bench being very happy about it. Get in there, man. Needed that. What a pass from Szoboszlai. The counter-attack of dreams. Nice steal by Maka. Over to Cody. He's looking for Isak. He actually finds him. Oh, no. I wanted a volley, mate. Schlotterbeck, who we need to step in again. Julian Brandt. Lovely movement from him, but Bradley and the team steps up. Ooh, love that from Connor Bradley. We're sprinting forward. Looking for Isak. That's it, though. We're going into extra time now, lads. Okay, that means maybe some changes to the team. Starting 11. I'm looking at... Ooh, Isak is tired, but I gotta keep him on, man. I have to. Szoboszlai. I think it's time. I'm gonna put on Desiree Doué into the cam position. I like him in there quite a bit. Actually, maybe Cherki, no. Doué needs to also do a bit of defensive work, so his stamina is gonna be more ideal for that position. For right back, I'm bringing on El Hilal. I need to deal with anyone that they sub on, and Gravenberch comes off for Joe Bellingham. Good pass. Cherki. Now on the move, over to Maka. And he runs. Cherki makes that run. And he scores again. Ryan Cherki makes it 2-1 for Liverpool. And he basically single-handedly wins this Champions League trophy for the team. No Alexander Isak, no Cody Gakpo. They have basically done nothing in this game. And at the end of the day, it's the man who's supposed to replace Mo Salah. Ah, mate. Well done. That is a beauty. The ref blows the whistle. It's done. And oh boy, I do wonder. I really do. When will Liverpool be able to pick up that trophy once again and make it number 7? That's going to be a question to be answered in the future. Konate lifts the Champions League trophy right now. And my friends, we have built a great squad that at the end of the day had to rely on one player to save us. But that is the rebuild of Liverpool done. We have won all 3 trophies that Liverpool were supposed to win this real-life season. And at the end of the day, I hope things go the right way. Because if FSG don't spend, it's not looking good for Liverpool. Let's be real. Have a good day, guys. Take care and peace.